If you were sent back in time, could you survive and thrive, or would you be burnt at the stake for being a witch? Well, now you can find out. Welcome to PastMaster, the show turning history into an AI-powered choose-your-own-adventure game. On today's episode, comedian Micky Overman joins us to try and reshape history.
Your mission, prevent the collapse of the South Sea Company and save Britain from financial ruin.
Oh, wow.
It's quite a tradey.
Oh, good. Yes. Let's please help the Empire.
But can she safely navigate Georgian society?
One word from her, and every door in London will slam shut.
I say, well, you might know everyone in English society, but you do not know everybody in Dutch society. Which is where the Hemming-Trouts are proud to be from.
And stay tuned till the end, where we've asked AI to create a hit pop song of today's adventure. My name is Ryan. I'm joined as ever by Tan.
Hello.
And joining us in the studio today, comedian Micky Overman.
Hello.
Hi, welcome.
You really said that in a way that you really felt like that needed applause.
It did.
Yeah.
So we can add extra
We'll add
applause.
like
Please
sort of
do.
can
Please, yeah.
thing. And also, we're back.
We are back. This is the first episode of season 4 of
Whoa.
PastMaster. So welcome to 2025. Big year ahead. Big season in the PastMaster.
Big season, yeah.
Yeah, we've got lots of exciting adventures. Some new stuff's been happening with AI that we're going to play around with, including videos, music, which actually goes slightly off script already. What kind of music are you into? Just genres?
Oh, pop.
Pop?
Yeah, I'm a
perfect.
pop girl. Yeah.
So what we're going to attempt to do is, we've not tried this before.
Yeah.
If it doesn't work, we'll cut it out of the episode. I discovered this AI song generator.
Oh, yes.
And I was like,
It's amazing.
I didn't realize it was as good as it is. I mean,
Yeah.
it's crap, but it writes lyrics that make sense.
They're incredible.
And yeah, so I thought what we do is we'll do the adventure today,
Yeah.
and then we'll basically use that as a prompt,
Yeah.
put that in, and we'll get AI to write us a song
Yeah.
at the end.
Yeah. I mean, it's soulless music,
Yeah.
but it is so good. Yeah.
The best kind of music.
The best kind of
Soulless.
music. This thing is going to really evolve, I think, this podcast, if you keep introducing new AI technology.
We'll just replace ourselves with it. We'll
yeah,
just clone
at some
ourselves.
point. You probably could. Yeah.
Press a button and then just sit back.
Yeah, just like, come on, Game Master. Just,
Yeah, exactly.
I can't be bothered today. Can you just make us
Yeah.
another episode, please?
You're like, wow, these guys are good. These episodes are so much better than what we did.
That's the danger.
Well, I can't remember who it was actually, which is going to make this a terrible anecdote, but somebody who's like a blogger or something.
I already love this episode. This is how I do quotes. I'm like, someone at some
guy
point somewhere said.
did a thing. I can't even remember what he writes, but he obviously writes a lot of ideas on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently he asked AI to pretend it was him and come up with some ideas, and he was like, those ideas were better than my ideas.
Yeah, totally.
I was like, yeah.
Totally.
We're getting
Totally. I think it's literally all that we bring to it at this point is soul, like
Yeah.
the humanity.
Hmm.
Because I think that's the thing that can't be.
Replaced.
I don't think so.
Well, listen, we have a sort of desert island discs thing that we like to ask guests on
Right.
PastMaster. So, unlike the game we're going to play now,
Right.
which is, you're allowed to leave. Imagine a scenario. It's honest, we haven't locked you in. Imagine a scenario
So
where
ominous.
you're sent back in time permanently.
Right. Okay. Here we go.
And it's got to be at least 50 years or more.
I honestly don't think I would go
Where
less.
would you go? So you go through three things. So what year,
Yeah.
what location,
Yeah.
and you get to bring one modern day object back with you.
Year, location, one monitor. Okay, let's think about this. I actually think about this a lot. So I do actually think about it a lot. Here's why I wouldn't go back like a little bit, because I feel like you would like life wouldn't be different. Like when people are like, "Wow, if you could be 16 again," or whatever, like whatever that tragic thing is. So I always think like, well, you wouldn't want to go back because life wouldn't be that different. And all the technology would be worse. Like it would be the things that you are now reliant on
yeah.
that you don't quite realize.
Internet's so slow.
The internet's so slow. Like you'd just be frustrated the whole time
That's a
that
good
things
point.
aren't working as well as you are used to. So that's my theory about like why you wouldn't go back like a little bit. And then of course like the main big thing is that you wouldn't go back as a woman at all, of course, because like every single time is worse as a woman. But I am also a big fan of Outlander, where she does go back in time, where she goes to the Scottish Highlands like 250 years ago or something. I don't think I would do that, but it has to be something like that. But I think I would just go back to the Georgian era because I've read enough Jane Austen that I'm like, I would actually be like interested in that time period. But I would just be strung up, I think, so quickly. Like, I think I would die so quickly or be like accused of being a witch.
Well, would you...
I'd be like so opinionated in a way that I don't realize is a problem.
Yeah. And they're like, this woman is
Yeah,
speaking out of turn.
that would
Like,
happen. I'd just be like, you can't say that. And someone's like, oh.
So is there a modern day object you could bring
Right.
back with you that might help you in that, to fit in or fight back?
Sure, like a gun. You're saying like a gun.
Good,
Bring a
good.
gun. No. What modern day object would I bring that would help? I don't think there's any object that would help with this.
I mean, people often say like phone, but like the battery'd run out and it's not really going to help you.
That's ridiculous.
A big encyclopedia, but
Actually, that is better.
yeah.
That's better than phone.
You can like look through it.
Yes.
We had one guest who she said that she would just bring a massive lump of gold and just like pay it as a dowry.
Okay, I think honestly those are really good. Those are really good. I don't know if a giant lump of gold is that much of an object, but I do think that it has to be something like that's so good actually because like often I've thought like, well, you'd want to bring money, but loads of that money has just been destroyed.
Yeah. And also, like, they'd be like, "What's this plastic stuff?" Like, you'd have to-
Well, yeah, you'd hope that when someone goes back into the past, that they wouldn't be stupid enough to bring modern pounds. Yeah, we'll have to go probably with something that's worth money. So we'll have to be like something like jewelry, something like that.
Yeah, and just trade it for local.
Yeah, for local
like food.
food.
If you're being specific, would it be like a diamond tiara, perhaps?
Okay.
I'm just thinking.
I feel like
what's the most-
tiara is too bling.
Yeah, it's a bit in your face.
It's bling. Yeah, that would be like bling in any era that you go to. People are like, okay, she should be robbed. It has to be something like you can't really see, so that it can easily be concealed on your body. Maybe it would be like bracelets that you could put on your upper arm. Like
Excellent.
people wouldn't see those.
Okay, sneaky jewelry.
Sneaky jewelry. I would basically in the present time would have to get someone to make me a upper arm bracelet that I could put loads of jewels into.
Just encrusted.
Encrusted with jewels.
Like, where
They're
are you going? Don't ask.
Some artist who's like, this is very ugly. Please don't put my name to this. What area will you guys go to?
I actually, the more we ask people, like, the less I know. Like, there's places I'd love to see.
Yeah.
But if you're stuck there permanently.
Well, that's it. Otherwise, it would be Roman Empire.
Yeah.
But again, like, I feel like I die so quickly.
I think possibly maybe like American, like Wild West.
Would you?
Because it'd be fun.
Yeah.
And I say fun. We might die. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pew, pew. but I think, like you
Like
could
to
try
be
and
able
lay claim to, I don't know, I'm trying to think.
Will be part of the frontier and.
Yeah, you could sort of, there's probably a lot of money to be made.
Yeah.
You'd already know where the gold rush places are.
Like an oil man. Like,
yeah,
what's
yeah.
that film with Daniel Day-Lewis?
Oh, God. Yeah. There will be blood? No.
Yes.
Is
Yes,
that it?
exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
But if I were doing it, I would break the rules immediately, crank it into forward gear.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to 3,000.
Ooh.
Just to see what it's like.
Just to see the
busted
embers.
style.
Busted style. Yeah, see if they live underwater.
See if they actually live on the water. Yeah. What you're doing is basically a very quick fact-checking mission and then straight back.
Exactly so.
Yeah.
So we were, I think initially you wanted to go to the Roman Empire, but we've had
I love it.
everyone loves it. We've had so many Roman adventures that
Because it's so fascinating. I think about it all the time that we went from the Roman empire to the Middle Ages. Like I find it so fascinating. When people are like, well, progress is always going to happen. It's like, but it didn't.
That was the whole bit where
Like,
everything just stopped.
Everything stopped and got actively worse in so many ways.
Yeah.
Fascinating. But
We're not allowed to go there.
I'm not allowed to go there. Right.
ruled
No,
out.
it's fine. I would like to go to Jane Austen times.
Jane Austen times.
Please.
Very good. Okay.
Please.
Here's a quick reminder on how this works. We've created a set of instructions that we give to an AI tool like ChatGPT. And this essentially tells it all of the rules of the game. The AI then acts as our game master and it decides what happens after each action that we give it. One of us will be the player, and one of us will read out what the game master says, complete with terrible attempts at access. It's a bit like the original text adventure RPG games, or one of those choose your own adventure books where you have various options on how to proceed. Only with the AI, it's open-ended, so anything can happen, and usually does.
So, should we dive in?
Let's dive in.
Welcome to PastMaster. Ready to shape history? What's your name, and which era would you like to visit?
Ooh, okay. My name, I just say my own name or I have to make up a name.
It's entirely up to you.
A bit of a historical flavour to your name, or
Just feel like people wouldn't be called Mickey. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's really going to set me apart. So why don't we call me Michaela from the Georgian era.
Michaela from the Georgian
going
era.
to the Georgian era.
Or you go.
Going to the Georgian era. My name is not Michaela from the Georgian era. I am trying to blend in.
Where are you from? The Georgian era, obviously.
I'm Michaela, and
It's
I'm
like-
from the Georgian era.
Yeah, it's like Napoleon going around everywhere being like, what's your last name? Oh!
Okay,
Yeah.
let's see. Welcome, Michaela. You materialise in London, 1722. The air is thick with coal smoke and the cries of street vendors. What do you make of that? Keen? Keen so
Coal
far?
smoke.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so bleak immediately. Oh, God. Okay.
Your mission, should you choose to accept it,
Yeah.
you must prevent the collapse of the South Sea Company.
What? At least it's not. I thought you were going
slightly
to say
dry.
society.
Well, and save Britain from financial ruin.
Oh wow!
So it's got a tradie. Is that the kind of mission you were hoping for?
Oh, good. Yes. Let's please help the Empire. God. Okay.
Well, I'll tell you what, you can say, actually, can I have another mission, please? And tell it what kind of flavour you want on your mission instead.
Can I?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
the machines are helping us, but, we're in charge of the machines, right?
I think I would I think I would like more of like an Emma style, like, like I'm intervening in society kind of mission.
That's very nice, Game Master. But what I actually want to do,
I don't want to get into trade. Do you know what I mean? That's not what I'm here for. I want to get into gossip.
I want
could be
to
the best
get
gossipers.
into gossip.
Yeah.
Game Master says, much better.
Yes.
what was I thinking?
Oh, what a kiss ass.
It says, let's reset. Welcome to London, 1815, Michaela. Your mission, you must orchestrate a successful match between the shy but brilliant Miss Eleanor Ashworth, heiress to £30,000, and the secretly penniless war hero, Captain James Blackwood, before the cunning fortune hunter, Lord Rupert Pembroke, can secure Eleanor's hand. There's a lot of characters already.
This is so exciting. This is so exciting. And also for her to have money. That's exciting as well.
That's good.
We're not doing Pride and Prejudice here, guys.
And it says you have until the end of the season,
Good.
3 months.
Good.
If you fail, Eleanor faces a loveless marriage and the captain will be forced to sell his commission and flee his debts.
So she does not feel good about Rupert.
So, is this like Premier League season?
Yes,
Is this
the
like
season.
mating season? Like what?
Wait, what do you mean? Do you really not know what the season is?
Is it the dating? I don't know. I'm not really
my
familiar
God.
with this world. I'm not from Georgia.
It's great.
I don't really know anything about it.
No, it's
Please
wonderful. It's
tell us.
wonderful that neither of you has ever read any Jane Austen. That's great. It's like the society season. So it's when they all go and like
to the
mingle
balls and stuff.
all the balls. Yeah, you
So
got it.
Would
You
this be
got it.
like summertime so you can do a bit of,
I think summertime is
outdoorsy
when they
stuff?
go to the. I think this is when they come back to London. It might be
okay.
after the summer because I think like summertime they all go to like
This
outside.
their estates?
Yeah, their
and-
estates.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they don't have like separate like a winter season, like winter fixtures.
I think they might. I think they might do. I think they might have 2 seasons.
Okay.
But probably it seems like to me it would be more likely like autumn and spring.
Okay. Before the summer's too hot to be...
Yeah, and winter's too cold. That would be
Yeah.
my guess.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you're at Lady Jersey's ball, sipping a negus punch, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Eleanor is by the window. pretending to read while Captain Blackwood stands awkwardly among the officers. Lord Pembroke is making his way toward Eleanor with determined strides.
Oh, okay.
What do you do?
I'm intervening. I'm intervening immediately. Okay. This is why I would get killed in the past. I'm going up to him and I'm saying, what's his name again?
Lord Rupert Pembroke. So I think Pembroke is the
villain.
Yeah.
And Blackwood is our hero.
Yeah.
Okay, Pembroke is the villain. Okay, great. I go up to Pembroke and I say, excuse me. I should probably say something else.
You just stand there, excuse me, and just freeze.
Excuse me, could you join me in the drawing room for a moment?
Okay.
Let's see if this AI bot is a bit of a yes-ander.
To be fair, we sometimes get them really being like, oh, of course, and sometimes they're like, no, game over, you're dead.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, sometimes it's a bit spicy.
Wait, is dead on the... Is that possible?
I mean, that would be extreme in this scenario. I don't think you've done a lot to provoke...
Not yet. I've just said, excuse me. What if could my secret goal be that I try and die?
We have different flavors of the instructions that we give it. So usually it'll default to yes and it's a bit too easy. So we try and make it harder, but it's like a fine line. Suddenly it's just impossible. Mm-hmm. Like you do anything, it's like you're dead.
Game over. So this is where we've actually got it really fine-tuned now, and this is where it's going to prove me wrong as soon as I say this. This is our Goldilocks prompt, so it's not too hard, not too easy. Mm-hmm. However, it does seem quite amenable so far.
Okay.
Of course, madam, Pembroke replies with practiced charm. In the drawing room, he regards you with a mixture of curiosity and mild annoyance at being diverted from his prey.
Yes.
Oh, that's pretty sinister, isn't it?
Yeah, prey is so sinister.
He is a predator.
Death is definitely a possibility.
Okay.
Yeah.
His cravat is tied in the latest fashion, but there's a telling wine stain on his sleeve that speaks of late nights at the gaming tables.
Ooh.
Oh, amazing. Okay.
What can I do for you, miss... He waits expectantly for your introduction, one eyebrow raised. What's your play?
Okay. Well, I say Michaela Hemming-Trout.
Hemming-Trout.
Michaela Hemming-Trout. I've observed that you have a quite unfashionable stain on your cravat, and I would like to help you clean it?
Yeah.
And the rest of the episode is just cleaning the cravat.
Guys, you have to. Yeah, you can't just come up to these men and be too brusque.
You're sort of playing the long game.
Yeah.
Any other flavour at the moment, or just?
You look tired. You look tired, and
Is it? I mean, it might be that he's a gambler. Could you play on that? Like divert him away with some
a wager.
Yeah.
You look tired and in need of a game?
Yeah.
I need to get this guy away. I've given stain and game.
Absolutely, it rhymes.
If this doesn't get him away, I don't know what will.
Okay, it's latched. It's latched onto the game. A game. His eyes sharpen with interest at the word, though his lips curl slightly at your mention of the stain.
That's fair. That's fair.
How observant of you, Miss Hemming-Trout. Though I don't recall seeing you at Almack's, or anywhere else this season for that matter. He steps closer, lowering his voice. What sort of game did you have in mind? You've caught his attention. Gambling is his weakness. But you've also made him suspicious of your sudden appearance in society. And Lady Jersey, the influential patroness of Almack's, has just passed by the drawing room door, giving you a rather pointed look. What's your next move?
Okay. I think I'm already making some pretty big splashes. Yeah. Society is not ready for Michaela. Okay. What game do I want to play? I want to play
Squid Game.
Yeah. Could we introduce that into society, do you think?
Try.
I think
Squid Game, that may be too aggressive. You know, that way I'm like, what, I'm getting a look now? I introduced Squid Game. That's not going to help. Maybe like skeet shooting?
What's that?
You know, when they shoot at birds that...
Oh, he would love that.
I feel like he'd love it.
Shooting birds.
For money?
Shooting.
Is that like a bet? Or...
Yeah,
yeah,
how can you make... Oh, how about, well, I'm an excellent shot.
So you use the wages. I bet I could shoot
Yes.
more birds than you.
I bet I could shoot more skeet? I feel like it's called
Skeet.
skeet shooting.
It probably is. It's just something I'm not very familiar with.
I can't believe you don't know about the game where you shoot clay pigeons.
Oh, clay pigeon shooting.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
what it's
sure.
called, is it?
That's what I call it.
Maybe at the time they shot actual birds.
I think they probably did. Yeah.
Okay, let's just let's
Okay.
shoot some. You know, let's not make this vegan.
Sure. Okay. We're embracing
We're
the.
embracing the era.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I'm not gonna impose too many of my values onto this society. I feel like they can probably only handle a couple.
So how about this then? I'm already making some big splashes. That's just like to self. Or
Yeah,
would you-
to self. Yeah.
And then you say,
She whispers under her breath. She whispers loudly under her breath.
I'm gonna.
So,
put
I'm
that
sorry,
in.
what was that? no, ignore that.
Ignore that.
It's not going to come across as suspicious at all.
Then I say to what's his name again? Pembroke.
Pembroke.
I bet I'm a better shot than you are. Are you gonna like make a money bet, like a wager?
Yeah. Yeah.
How much? How much are you gonna bet?
I'll bet one of my gems.
Wow.
That's right. I am a good shot.
God, he's sexist as well. Spoiler alert.
Oh, yay! Woo!
Pembroke straightens. Military pride peaked. A lady marksman. How unique.
Yes.
Though I must point out, there's hardly a suitable location for shooting at a ball. His eyes fix on your jewellery, calculating. In the ballroom beyond, you catch a glimpse of Captain Blackwood finally approaching Eleanor, only to be intercepted by her mother.
Oh, God.
However, Pembroke continues with a predatory smile. I do have access to a private shooting gallery at my club. Tomorrow morning, perhaps. Though I wonder what your connections would say about such an arrangement. From the doorway, Lady Jersey coughs pointedly. The tons? What does that mean?
Yeah, the people of the ton.
That's a thing?
That's like the town.
Oh, is it? Gosh, I really need to go off on my Pride and Prejudice. The Tun's most influential gossip clearly isn't missing a word of this exchange. What do you do?
I say, you must have me confused for someone else, loudly. And whisper, I will see you there.
Whisper to Pembroke.
Yeah. Then I make my way back into the whatever, wherever they were. And I whisper, I go up to the mother and I whisper,
Get your hands off him. He's my man. No. Maybe you could divert her.
Yeah.
Like, there's something that needs her attention.
I'll just say something like, excuse me, I've heard you're needed in the kitchen. What? The AI bot's going to be sexist, so am I.
Yeah.
I need this party to be over so I can get shooting.
Do you want to say that?
Yeah. I want us to go to a second location.
2 moves happen fast.
Right.
1. Pembroke nods curtly, muttering, Dawn. Gentleman Jackson's club, before slipping away. So that sounds good.
I'm sorry. I'm currently working on a whole bit about Dawn and about how dueling was so stupid because they were just like, Dawn is not even a time. It's like,
It's really hard to see as
it's
well.
really like you have to go to like get a newspaper to like figure out when dawn is. Like it just seems so silly. Anyway.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. However, your kitchen ruse backfires. The kitchen? Eleanor's mother, Lady Ashworth, draws herself up like an offended peacock.
Yeah.
I am not some housekeeper, madam. Who exactly are you? Her voice carries. Heads turn.
Yeah.
Captain Blackwood watches with interest. Even the musicians seem to miss a note. It's kind of like a record scratch. The social battlefield has shifted. You've created a small scandal,
Great.
which isn't necessarily bad.
No,
You're now
this is what I
definitely
want.
being noticed.
Yeah.
What's your next move?
Okay. My next. Oh, I just want to get to this fucking shooting thing. I leave.
Right.
I turn on my heel and leave.
Where do you want to go? Go home and get ready for the duel.
Yeah.
It's not a duel. It's not a duel. It's
Not a
match.
duel. This one isn't a duel, but it's a little bit of a duel.
Okay.
And if it happens at dawn, it's getting more duel-like.
So have you got a game plan then? Beat this guy at shooting, and then he's less likely to interfere with this potential.
I'm going to make him a wager. And I say, if I beat you, you are not to.
So you're going to use his arrogance against him.
Well, first I'm going to hustle him.
Nice.
Like, and then I'll go double or nothing.
I love it.
And then I'll say, but instead of the gems, like if you win, blah, blah, blah. But then if I win,
Yeah.
if you win, you get the gems. But if I win,
Yes.
you leave.
You leave town immediately.
You take your hands off Helena.
Yeah. Yes. You leave Eleanor. What was her name?
Young-
You leave young lady Eleanor alone. You swine.
Miss Eleanor Ashworth.
Yes. This is my plan. What do you
love it.
What do you reckon?
As long as nothing else happens whilst you have the shooting match, she doesn't like someone else goes. Is it? Do they have to? Does she have to marry that particular guy, or
I
just?
think so. Sounds like he's interested.
Oh, and it's only one night.
He's like probably like he's like moneyed,
Yeah.
and she's young and pretty and moneyed.
Did anyone here watch Fresh Prince of Bel-Air ever when it was on
Yes.
telly?
Yeah.
There was one episode which I love where there's a hustle where I think Will takes Uncle Phil's Rolls Royce for a ride,
Shit.
and he loses it at a game of pool. He gets hustled, and Uncle Phil comes to the pool hall and offers to play the hustler at
Hustles
pool
him right back.
and hustles his ass off.
Oh,
It's the sickest episode
That
ever.
is so good.
So that's kind of what I'm picturing now. Okay,
Yes, if that doesn't happen exactly like that, I'm pissed off.
exactly.
Yeah.
Dawn breaks.
Yes.
Cold and grey. You arrive at Gentleman Jackson's Club, normally a male-only sanctuary of boxing and blood sports.
Hell yeah.
A sleepy doorman eyes you suspiciously, but Pembroke appears looking fresh despite last night's wine. Ladies first, he says with a mocking bow, leading you to a long gallery lined with pistols. The morning light streams through grimy windows. Best of 3 shots. If I win, you'll tell me who you really are. If you win, he pauses, name your price.
Wow.
Ooh.
So you don't even need to give him your gems.
Oh, this is great.
You just need to tell him who you are.
If I win,
What's your
you
price?
leave young lady Eleanor alone.
And you could maybe put some more in there, like I don't know.
And give me 10 guineas.
Give you 10 and give you 10 guineas and a piggyback ride.
And leave this town and never be seen again.
Nice.
Dramatic.
That's old school. That's kind of like a western.
Yeah.
Do you want to say town or ton? What would one say? Town.
I feel like the ton are like the people.
I think that sounds right.
Yeah.
Any other flavour, or are you happy with that?
Oh no, say something like surely you're not scared. After all, I'm just a girl. I say, blushing. Let's read this AI some more war of the sexes.
It's like a heckle, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're putting him off his game.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that feels right.
Pembroke's eyes flash dangerously.
Yeah.
Bold stakes. Very well. He hands you a pistol, watching
Oh.
closely.
Okay.
There you go.
He says, though I should warn you, I served in Wellington's army. The pistol is heavier than expected. The target at the far end of the gallery seems impossibly small. Your entire mission could end here, determined by your skill with a weapon of this era. What do you do? And there is actually a historical note it's given us. These flintlock pistols were notoriously inaccurate compared to modern firearms. Even experienced shooters could miss at range. So I don't know if we've ever had a real game of skill like this before in
No.
PastMaster. I think
How's
that
it
this
gonna
is the
work?
first.
You just
I've
gotta
got-
go, I hit the bullseye, like, or
Yeah, confidently. I hold my hand really, really steady.
Yeah, how are we going to do that? Because I guess like in that way, I can't really hustle because it's like I really need these 3 shots to try and beat him. But if I say I hit it, won't it have to go? You hit it.
well,
It will either, I'm guessing it will either say you square your eyes off against the target, you still your body, and wow, you hit the bullseye, or it'll say, you
Right.
miss.
Okay. So I think maybe I'll go with my hustle plan. I missed the first shot on purpose.
Nice. Okay. Do you say something like, oh, whoopsie, this is hard?
I say, oh my gosh, I had no idea. This is the heaviest thing I've ever held. I had no idea this is what you boys in the army had to deal with. You're so impressive. And I feel a fool for having come here.
now I wonder if that's gonna make it think, like, how are you then gonna come and get win the
Wait.
next 2 shots?
Yeah, no, I have to make sure, I have to feed it something about the fact that I'm
I whisper
lying.
under my breath, I'm clearly lying.
Do you want to put in like parentheses, note to Game Master, I am hustling.
No, yeah, note to Game Master, I am hustling, please.
I
I am hustling, for I am a very experienced shot with old weaponry.
I partake in battle reenactments every weekend.
I have practiced for this mission. And Lord Pembroke is hungover.
Funny enough, I went on a stag do, and the next day, so we had the drinking, I was up in Edinburgh,
Yeah.
and then the next day we went clay pigeon shooting, and it was possibly the most hungover like I've ever been. To the
Oh
point
my
where I was
gosh.
just like, and I was getting like anxiety, like,
Yeah.
holding a loaded
A
rifle.
lethal weapon.
Yeah, and I'm like, why? Like, and I'm
Yeah, it's not right.
it was, but I was really good.
Were you?
It was something about not wanting to be there. And I was just like, and I like didn't
There's
miss.
probably also something about just like you're more in your body.
Yeah.
Because you're so in your body from being hungover. So
You're
like
not
maybe-
overthinking it.
Yeah, you're not
Yeah,
overthinking it.
maybe.
Maybe you're just lucky and so is everyone else. Right, I think this is also, we haven't done a note to Game Master like this before, so this is,
Okay,
We're
yeah,
breaking
no,
new
yeah,
ground.
yeah.
This is pretty cool.
Yeah, good, yeah.
Okay.
Season 4, hell yeah.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Pembroke's smirk widens. He loosens his cravat, relaxing. No shame in admitting defeat, my dear. Ladies aren't made for such pursuits, he says. He takes his shot, hitting near the centre. Shall we call this off, perhaps over breakfast instead? The cockiness is rolling off him now. He's taken another sip from his hip flask when he thinks you weren't looking. So
He's still drunk.
he's still drunk.
Oh, good.
Your turn again. The pistol suddenly doesn't feel quite so heavy. What's your next move?
Yes, exactly. I say, well, I might as well. We've come all this way. I point the pistol at the target, feigning, a stumble. But actually, I confidently pull the trigger. It hits the bullseye, and I go, oh my gosh! This is
What are the
wonderful!
chances?
Oh, I can't believe it. This is the most capable I've ever been in my life. There is no way I'll ever do that again. But what a thrill. Can you believe it, Pembroke? What a gift you've given me by inviting me out here.
Are you going to do like another little sort of winky aside to Game Master? I'm still hustling. Or are you going to
Yeah.
Okay.
Note to Game Master, I am still hustling this old fool.
He is an old fool as well, isn't he? Drinking from his hip flask.
Drinking from his hip flask.
At dawn.
A bit early, mate.
Maybe he just hasn't gone to bed yet.
I
Maybe
think he
he's-
probably hasn't gone to
Yeah,
bed.
he's
Yeah.
all-nighter.
I think that's probably what's happened to most people who say, I'll see you at dawn. Is
Yeah.
They're just going to keep going.
This is going to be interesting because you're saying, I've hit the bullseye. I've hit the bullseye.
Yeah.
And so we're going to just see, is it going to let you hit the bullseye?
Well, it has to.
Pembroke's swagger falters. Beginner's luck, he mutters, but his hands shake slightly as he takes his second shot. It goes wide.
Ooh.
He
Yeah.
misses the target altogether.
Yeah.
He's rattled now, both by your shot and your confusing mix of flattery and skill. He's totally confused by your whole approach. Sweat beads on his forehead despite the cool morning. Behind him, you notice a figure in the doorway. Captain Blackwood himself arrived early for his morning boxing lesson, watching with undisguised interest. Your final shot awaits. The whole game hangs on this moment.
Yeah. Okay. Knowing I'm about to beat him, I say confidently, well, here goes nothing. I shoot and hit the bullseye again.
I'm picturing you now blowing smoke off the top of the pistol, or is that
Well,
cowboy
because
style?
I've won now. Because it's 2 bullseyes, and he's had 1 miss and one
non-bullseye.
Not. Yeah, so I think I blow smoke off the top of the gun.
Okay,
I say loudly so Blackwood can hear as well.
yeah.
That means you leave town, and you leave young. This is good writing. Leave twice, and you leave young Elizabeth.
Miss.
Miss Eleanor? Miss
Oh, Miss
Eleanor.
Eleanor. You leave young Eleanor alone. I throw the pistol at him. I turn on my heel. I get back in my carriage and I leave. Job done.
It's been very obliging so far. Part of me would like it to be like, you don't get to decide that you've hit the bullseye. That's my job, which is technically is supposed to be the game master.
Absolutely, but we're hustling the game master.
Yeah,
at this point.
We are.
Yeah.
You're getting away with it.
Yeah,
Pembroke stands there, mouth agape,
yeah,
pistol,
that's right.
pistol dangling from his fingers. Captain Blackwood's surprised laugh echoes through the gallery.
Ha.
Ah! Ah! Might have to edit that. Put some echoes
That's
on it.
Blackwood.
His surprised laugh echoes through the gallery. By noon, the story is racing through London's drawing rooms faster than a mounted messenger.
Yes.
Beaten by a woman.
3 days later, Lord Pembroke's house is shuttered. His sudden departure for the continent, the talk of the ton. At Lady Sefton's rout party, Blackwood is spotted in animated conversation with Eleanor, both of them stealing glances at you as you pretend to study a potted palm.
Okay. Okay. AI. Well, I'm just staring at a palm and okay,
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But you've attracted dangerous attention. Lady Jersey and her cronies are now investigating your background with ruthless determination.
Yes, as
And
they
Eleanor's mother is heading your way with a face like thunder. What do you do?
Okay. I say, God, what can I?
What era is this pot plant from? This is a lovely palm.
No. I say, well, what would you have done?
Lovely. Just call it that. What the hell would you have done, miss?
That's right. I'm creating a stir. I might as well. I'm still trying to get killed at some point.
Okay, I pressed enter.
Oh, okay.
Was that too soon?
Yeah, far too soon, yeah.
Sorry.
No, let's do it. Let's see what she says. That's way too direct for the society.
Lady Ashworth stops short, caught off guard.
Yeah, no, she would be.
What? Behind her, Eleanor is practically glowing as Blackwood fetches her a glass of lemonade.
Yes.
So it's working for them.
It's going great.
Lady Ashworth follows your gaze, sees her daughter's happiness, and her stern expression wavers. Well, she sniffs, fanning herself rapidly. I suppose someone had to deal with that fortune-hunting scoundrel. Though your methods were rather unprecedented.
It works, eh?
Her eyes narrow. But don't think for a moment I believe your name is really Hemming-Trout. Lady Jersey is now advancing from the other direction, armed with her infamous quizzing glass.
Yes.
What do you do? What's a quizzing glass? Is that like a sort of a looking glass?
That's
to
what
sort
I
of-
guess.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what I
to
guess.
really have a look at someone. Okay. Yeah, what do you do now?
I say, I understand all of your suspicions, but I am a Hemming-Trout through and through. So bring on your quizzing glass, Lady Jersey. I think I will stand up to any level of scrutiny as any Hemming-Trout would.
Do your worst.
Do your worst, Lady Jersey. My mother, the great Duchess Hemming-Trout, would be appalled by this treatment, but have at it. I stood head held high next to my beloved palm.
And you're like, I'm taking this book.
Yeah, and I say, nothing I haven't dealt with before.
Lady Jersey raises her quizzing glass, examining you with the intensity of an art critic spotting a forgery. How fascinating. Because I personally know every duchess in England, and I've never heard of a Duchess Hemming-Trout. The room has gone quiet. Lady Ashworth's fan has stopped mid-flutter. Eleanor and Captain Blackwood are watching wide-eyed. You've played a bold game, but you've just been caught in a lie by the most influential gossip in London society. One word from her, and every door in London will slam shut, including Eleanor's.
Oh.
What do you do?
I say, well, you might know everyone in English society, but you do not know everybody in Dutch society, which is where the Hemming-Trouts are proud to be from. Was it called Dutch at that point? We don't know.
What else would it have been called?
Well, at some point it was the Republic of Holland,
Ah, okay.
which was, I think, 1700 something. And then it became the Kingdom of the Netherlands. But I don't know if it would have always been called Dutch. Because obviously that comes from Deutsch, which is German.
Well, it doesn't seem to have raised any
Oh, good.
quibbles here.
No.
Lady Jersey's quizzing glass wavers slightly.
Yes.
Dutch nobility.
Yes.
She sounds uncertain. A rare occurrence.
Excuse me.
Although, now that you mention it, your accent does have a certain continental quality.
Oh my God,
she says.
AI. How did you know?
You catch Lady Ashworth mounting the words, Dutch society,
Yeah.
thoughtfully, already recalculating your value as a connection. But a new threat emerges. Oh my gosh. An elderly gentleman with a Dutch Order of the Lion pinned to his chest has just entered the room.
Well,
How perfect. What are the chances? He's heading straight for your little group, looking curious. What do you do?
I say to him in Dutch, hello, lovely to see you again.
Yeah, he's elderly. He'll probably
he's
just-
elderly.
He'll forget and you'll just convince him
Lovely to see you again. I was only but a girl when you last saw me. But I remember you fondly. I say all of this in perfect Dutch.
What is it? Of the Dutch Order of the Lion?
I guess so.
That sounds impressive.
I guess
That does sound
you can sort
impressive.
of pat him on the chest and say, you old lion.
Yeah.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah, pat him on the chest. You old lion. Don't think that's what anyone would have been called. If he's not charmed by that,
Then what kind of a man is he?
yeah, let's go in hard. Say, ladies, do you have any idea in whose presence you are? This man is a hero.
This is where it's like, I am Mr. Hemming-Trout.
Oh, father! The elderly Dutch gentleman blinks in surprise, both at your perfect Dutch and your familiar manner. Patting him on the chest, calling him an old lion. Lady... Lady Jersey lowers her quizzing glass, momentarily outmaneuvered.
Yes, that's right.
Well, perhaps we should all move into the music room, she says. I believe Miss Eleanor is to play for us. As the group moves away, the Dutch gentleman whispers to you in his native tongue. I'm terribly sorry, my dear, but I don't actually recall.
Shush, shush, shush.
What do you do?
I say, oh, don't you worry about it. I was only young. It is lovely to see you anyway. And I walk away. I walk away into the drawing room to watch Eleanor play. I am trying to get away from this man.
So it says, in the music room, Eleanor's fingers dance across the pianoforte keys.
Yeah,
Captain Blackwood turns her pages with obvious adoration.
great.
Your mission appears nearly complete.
Oh,
The couple is clearly falling in love.
yeah.
Pembroke is gone,
Yes.
and you've somehow survived Lady Jersey's inquisition.
Yes.
Tick, 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 tick.
But as the music swells, you notice Lady Jersey writing a note. She passes it to a footman who hurries out. She catches your eye and smiles like a cat with the cream. She's writing to her contacts in the Netherlands. What do you do?
I am not worried about that. Lady Jersey can write to people all she wants. My plan is almost complete.
I reckon I've won.
I reckon I've won this. But just to be sure, I write my own note.
Perfect.
I write my own note. And it says, confusing conspiracies afoot in London society. It appears Lady Jersey has taken up with Lord Pembroke.
Ooh.
Was found out, and which is why Pembroke left.
Love it.
People are starting to doubt whether or not she should be the head of society.
Head of society. Like a job title. It's on a LinkedIn profile.
And signed, what's the name of the mother?
Lady Ashworth? Was it
Lady Ashworth. I run out and give it to the coachman to be spread far and wide, including the Netherlands. I'm not getting rid of this Pembroke so easily that
Yeah.
I then get foiled.
Okay.
Although the women foiling me, that is much more of a feminist narrative, which I love.
I love the way you started that that paragraph with, I'm not worried about that.
But just in case.
You've not rattled me, however.
Yeah, that's almost like an aside to the AI. Like, buddy, I'm not worried about it. Okay, but I'll play your stupid game.
Lady Jersey's face drains of colour at dinner 2 nights later as whispers reach her ears. Her quizzing glass hangs limp as rumours of her involvement with Pembroke circulate. She can hardly challenge the gossip without drawing more attention to it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in the garden, Captain Blackwood drops to one knee before Eleanor.
Hey!
Her joyful yes carries through the open windows.
Come on!
Mission accomplished! Gives you a little tick list of things you've successfully done.
Oh, nice.
Driven away the fortune hunter, united the true lovers, outmaneuvered the queen of society, and maintained your mysterious Dutch identity.
Yay!
Resounding success, Mickey. It says, well played, Michaela. Through cunning skill and masterful manipulation of Georgian society's own weapons, gossip, scandal, and social intrigue, you've changed the course of several lives for the better. So, congratulations and well played.
Thank you.
Congrats. Yeah, beat the game.
I beat the game. It feels too easily. I was trying to apply like confidence to to even like the AI, just to be like, this is what's happening. And it seemed to work.
We have tried that in the past and it has not worked. So maybe
But
it's
maybe
just...
because I built in some things of like winky winky.
Yeah. It's how you talk to the AI that persuaded it.
Absolutely. I feel like we bonded, the AI and me, and it was just really just interested in seeing me see this through.
I think so.
Yeah.
So where would you say, having played through that adventure,
Yeah.
where do you sort of go on the swingometer of pro and anti-AI, or excited or afraid?
Oh, no, that was just, I'm not afraid of that.
Just like you
I'm
weren't
not worried.
afraid. I'm not worried.
I'm not worried, actually. But just in case, I wrote a little note. No, where would I just think that's fun. No.
I think exactly it's fun. I have just typed in, I'm not worried about AI.
Oh, great.
Just to see what it says.
Yeah. What does it say?
It sounds a little bit sort of defensive. What aspects of AI are you not worried about?
Yeah, that does sound defensive. It does. You've ruined it now because I had such a good rapport with it.
Like, should I be worried?
Yeah,
It says,
yeah.
and what makes you feel confident about that?
Yeah.
It's a bit sassy.
It's pretty Pembrokean.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if AI is any good at making a song about this adventure.
Yeah.
I can't see how it couldn't be.
I've said a song about Mickey going back in time to become Lady Hemming-Trout, who beats Mr. Pembroke in a shooting match. Oh, and inspects a potted plant at a ball, comma, pop.
Mickey's got a plan to change the course of time, yeah. Stepping through the portal with a fire in her eyes, with a tale to tell. Yeah. She's gonna be Lady Hemming-Trout. That's right. She's taking.
Here we go.
Mickey steps into the time. Yeah. Lady Hemming-Trout, she's divine. Beat Mr. Pembroke in style. Shoot smiles and takes a bow.
That's ridiculous.
So, Mickey, thank you so much. That was a genuine delight. Have you got anything coming up that you would like to plug?
Please come to my tour. I'm on tour. I am going to all kinds of places in the UK and the Netherlands.
Oh, perfect.
And yeah, please come to that. I think the 4th, I'm in Oxford. And then I'm going to York and loads of places. But you can go to my website, mickyoverman.com. And you might hear the dueling bit.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for joining us. It's been a blast.
Thanks for having me.
And if you liked this episode, please do get in touch. Follow us on Apple Music, Spotify. Leave us a review if you could. That'd be great. Get in touch with us. We are on PastMaster Pod, Instagram, PastMaster AI on TikTok. But yeah, tune in next time for more PastMaster adventures.
Bye-bye for now.
Bye
Bye-bye
for now.
for me.